Then today we are going to start our new topic, and that is verb. You have already read about verb. First, definition of verb. A verb is a word or a group of words that expresses an action, an event, or a state. In simple words, it says something about a subject. Now the function of the verb. It may tell us what a person or thing does. It means the action of the subject. For example, the lion roars. What the lion is doing? Roars. The singer sings. The river flows. In these three sentences, roars, sings, and flows tells us about the action of the subject. A verb may express a state that is what a person or thing is. For example, death is unavoidable. What is that? Unavoidable. In this sentence, it tells us about a state. Soul is immortal. Third is water is cool. Some more example of state are: he is a player. That is state. What he is? He is a player. My father is a doctor. These are some example of the verb in which we are telling the state. Now, third, verb may also tell what is done to a person or thing. As the bird was killed. What is done with the subject? Killed. The meeting was adjourned. Third, the criminal was hanged. With the help of these examples, it is clear that the verb not only tells us about the action of the subject, but it also expresses the state of a person or a thing, and it also tells what is done to a person or a thing. Now, kinds of verb. There are mainly three kinds of verb: transitive verb, intransitive verb, and auxiliary verb. Verb that require an object to complete its meaning is called transitive verb. A verb that does not require an object to complete its meaning is called intransitive verb. Auxiliary verb is also called helping verb, like is, am, are, was, were, has, have. These are auxiliary. Primary auxiliary: may, can, could, might. These are modal auxiliary. Now look at some example. Nobody helped me. Next, the old man coughed. Third, the weather is fine. In sentence first, the action denoted by the verb help passes over from the doer subject nobody to some other object. Example, me. Thus, the verb help is a transitive verb because it passes over its action to the object. In second sentence, the action denoted by the verb coughed stops with the subject, the old man, and does not pass over or transit to an object. Therefore, the verb coughed is called an intransitive verb. So, we learned that a transitive verb must have an object that follows it. For the action passes over to the object. An intransitive verb need not have any object following it because the action does not pass over. It stops with the subject or the doer. But there are certain verbs which can be used both transitively or intransitively. There are examples of some verbs which we can use transitively or intransitively. Example, the soldiers fought the enemy. In this sentence, Faut passes over its action to the object, the enemy. So the faut is transitive verb. We fought bravely. In this sentence, bravely is not an object, it is an adverb. The peon rang the bell. In this sentence, we are using rang as transitive verb. The bell is an object. The bell was ringing. In this sentence, we are using ring as intransitive verb. We should always speak the truth. In this sentence, speak is transitive verb because there is object, the truth. In next sentence, you speak too fast. In this sentence, speak is intransitive verb because there is no object. Please stop this nonsense. In this sentence, stop is transitive verb. The bus stopped suddenly. In this sentence, stop is used as intransitive verb. I wrote him a letter. In this sentence, wrote is transitive verb. There are two objects in this sentence, him, a letter. Write carefully. In this sentence, write is an intransitive verb because carefully is an adverb. This is not an object. Now look at some example. She helps the poor. In this sentence, the verb help passes its action to the object, the poor. So helps is a transitive verb. My mother loves me. In this sentence, verb loves passes its action to the object, me. That's why it is a transitive verb. You should remember a verb that requires an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. A transitive verb answers the question what or who. We can find out the verb with the help of what or whom. In transitive verb, we have two types of object, direct object or indirect object. With the help of what we find direct object, and with the help of whom we find indirect object. Indirect object is always living things. Now look at some more examples to find out direct and indirect object. In the following sentences, the bold word written in blue is indirect object and underlined object is direct object. First example, I told him a joke. What I told him? A joke. We use what and we find direct object. I told him a joke. What I told him? Joke. If I say whom I told a joke, then we got the answer him. Then him is indirect object. My father gave me a bicycle. What my father gave him? A bicycle. Then it is a direct object. We use the question word what. Whom father gave a bicycle? Me. Me is indirect object. Susan sent Bob letters. Whom Susan sent letters? Bob. It is indirect object. And what Susan sent? Letters. Now it is direct object. You loan them money. What you loan them? Money. Then it is direct object. Whom you loan money? Them. Them is indirect object. She made us sandwiches. What she made? Sandwiches. It is direct object. Whom she made sandwiches? Us. That is indirect object. So with the help of question word what, we can find direct object. With the help of whom, we can find indirect. I hope you will understand the concept of direct and indirect object. If you find a direct or indirect object in a sentence, then it is a transitive verb, or simply we can say that if we got the answer of what and whom, then the verb is transitive. If we are not getting the answer of what and whom, then the verb is intransitive. For example, if I say Rohan plays in the garden, in this sentence plays is the verb. If I say what plays, we are not getting any answer. If I say whom plays, we are not getting also any answer. But if I say where he plays, we got the answer in the garden. If we are getting the answer of where, when and how, then we are getting the adverb, not object. In that case, the verb is intransitive. So in this sentence, plays is an intransitive verb. I hope you will understand the concept of transitive and intransitive verb. It is totally depend on the sentence how we are using the verb in the sentence, in the transitive way or intransitive way. Without sentence, we can't tell the verb is transitive or intransitive.